Okay, sorry about that one. This took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but only because I started jamming out to some jamming the holograms. Okay, so here we go to the somewhat easier part, and this is making our texture HUD. So you're going to want to make all the a copy of the body. So let's say you wanted to make a clothing HUD, like a clothing layer, or a clothing layer. So you're going to hold down shift and then just drag it over, and this is going to be your clothing layer. And if you wanted to make a tattoo layer, just going to duplicate your body one more time, and that's going to be your clothing layer. So now we have to make our, like, put the texture, the script into them. So let's start with the main body. So let's name this main body, and we're going to name this right here clothing layer, and we're going to name this one tattoo. Great. And they still have their parts, the upper body, all that stuff. Our arm. Alright, good. So now the script is still working that. So what we're going to do now is open up this receiver script. I'm going to look at it real quick. Alright, so basically what we're going to need to change in this is the channel. Where here it says integer channel, and you're going to put a 5-digit number in here as the controller for it. So let's say it's going to be 0000. Let's see, 3 zeros and 1 in here. 00 the 10. And we're going to hit save. So the body is going to be the main body. I'm just going to click on that again. Open the content, and we're going to drop this texture receiver in there. Then we're going to do the same thing over here for our tattoo, or whatever, this body, this clothing. So we're just going to drop one in here, and then drop one in there. So let's go back here, and we're going to change the channel this one speaks on. Oops, wrong script. Texture, and we're going to put this on channel 11. Wait for it to save. And texture, this one's receiver, and this one's going to be on channel 12. Okay. So let's create and build a box, and this box is going to act as our, like, the HUD buttons. Let's shrink it a little bit. Well, we're just going to leave it big just right now. We're going to shrink it later. So let's put 3 boxes, and I'm going to grab some textures real quick. So I'm going to go to bulk upload mesh. No, I'm going to use this one and this one, and I thought I made another one, and that one. I'm just going to upload these. So just to help us keep track of what channel it is, let's just put it at 10, and let's name this 11, and name that 12. There we go. So we have our scripts, and I'm just going to put a texture on the front of this just so we know what the picture looks like. So this is one skin. And this is another skin, and this is going to be our clothing example. Actually, you know, I should have just did, it's an image. I did a tattoo example. Alright. Tattoo. Alright, so now we're going to start with the making this correspond with those. So these are going to be our skins. Oh wait, I'm jumping ahead of myself again. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is going to be our clothes, our skins, and I'm going to drop in, go to content, and I'm going to drop in the controller script. Double click on that, and it's going to ask us what channel we're going to put this on, and we're going to do the same thing we did before with the other one. So it should be 0, 0, 0, 4, 110. I think I'm showing 0. There we go. 10. So this is going to send this to anything, send texture to anything on the 10, and I think it goes by owner. So anything that you own that is on channel 10 and has the receiver, it's going to send it to that. So let's see. Now we're going to need to put the texture UUID inside there. So how do you get that? Just find the texture you want, this one, and you're going to copy asset UUID, or you just press the UUID button at the bottom of your texture if you use a Firestorm. Then you just paste that UUID right in here, and then you could save. Great. So now when we go and click the button, you'll see, oh no, the script didn't change. This is because our Great Fairy is actually in parts. So we need to take that script that we put in her body here and put it in each part of the body. Now I'm not sure if there's a better way of doing this. I don't know. Like I said before, scripting is not my forte at all. I tried. It's just not good. So I'm going to change. There we go. Put this right here. Nope, wrong script. This script. So I'm gonna put the script into every part of her body. There we go. Now when we press the button, you see she changes colors, which is what we wanted to do. Now if we want to add more skins or so to it, we just hold down shift, add another box. You can put pictures on here, that way it just helps you know what skin is going on where. So let's see, we got that one, that. This one, this is the default one, so we put that right here. Copy the UUID again. Change the UUID here, the key text. Press V. Save. So now press the button again. See, she goes back to normal. So we can change the texture that way. Let's see. I guess we got the point there. Now we're just going to do the same thing over here with her, what you call this? What layer is this one? Clothing layer. So let's cheat real quick. Copy. Alright, so now we put the receiver, no, the controller script inside this. Alright, and do this. Which one is this? Clothing, right? Clothes. So textures again. Copy UUID. I'm just going to open it up again. Paste that UID here. Save that. Alright. And this is a tattoo layer. Oh, yeah, I forgot we gotta put the script and everything now. So I'm just gonna drag this over here. Well, I guess it would help if I didn't put it. There we go. Just name this receiver. So that's that one. Let's put this and all her body parts. Snap it on in. Right. Don't worry, we'll fix that one. So what I'm going to do, she should not be blue. Change it to blending. Let me see. I thought I used the right one. Oh, nope, I used the wrong one. I need not that one, this one. I was wondering why she had a blue face. Just want the clothes. Trophy. Save. Great. There we go. If you don't like the way it's blending, you just switch it over to like alpha mask and then do the cut off thing and see if that gives you a better result. But in my case, blending is fine. So now we have a clothes layer, and this is the tattoo layer. So again, same thing. Let's get rid of these two scripts so they can get out of the way. Receiver channel. Copy it so we got the right number. Change this into here. Then go to here. Now I'm sure there are better ways of doing this. It's just this is the only way I could find that was full perm, and I didn't feel right asking my other friends for help with another script because they worked so hard to dumb down one already. So this is just my way of doing it. If you know a better way or a lighter way of doing it, then hey, share that with your fellow creators. Link. Alright, so we have all the scripts in here. We're going to put in the, go back to inventory, put the receiver controller script into the box, put that in here, hit save. Alright, so we push this button, whoops. Oh, I guess I forgot to put the texture thing in here. Alright, so texture. Which one is the tattoo? There we go. UID. And then hit save. Alright. So now, press the button. And we change this to blending. See, we got the texture. So now we have all three layers together. And now all there is to do is to join them together. So click on them all. I like to give them some space. That way, in case you got to separate them or something like that, you got room to work on it. You don't have to like struggle. So we're going to give some room like so, and we're just going to link them together, and I guess put it on. So I'm going to scoop this out of the way for a second, and I'm going to get naked, detach, take off all my clothes, take off all my stuff, open up the inventory, and get invisible. So, invisible avatar. Alright, so I got that and that, and I'm going to take this. Oh, duh, you know what would have been better if I just loaded in the default roof. That way, when I go to modify my shape, I'm not changing my normal shape. I can just edit this roof one. So I'm going to take off clothes and under all clothes, detach, take off, detach all. Now I'm going to get invisible. And I'm going to take a copy of my thingamabob, avatar, main body, and there we have it. Whoa, this is a little messy, so I'm just going to change my appearance real quick. Edit shape. Give myself a neck. I think it's in torso. Thin neck, big neck, long neck. Stretch. And some shoulders. Oh wait, forgot my arms are like super short. Oh, her boobs are huge, but I guess that's okay for the Great Fairy. So it is fit mesh, so we can change stuff like that. So I'm going to do my shape real quick. Sorry for taking so long. Let's see, shape her chest. Yeah, she's a fairy. She's allowed to be long and willowy. Alright, she's supposed to be giant, but it's a lot easier to focus the camera on and work with a small avatar than it is to make a giant lady. Alright, so we have our Great Fairy, and we have our texture thingies. So you can see it in action. Or we can put it back to normal. You may want to create another one for taking it off. So let's just create another block here on the, what's this thing called? The clothing layer. And I'm going to look for a transparent texture. Default transparent texture works every time. So let's open that. They won't let you. Damn inventory. Tell you I can't have it. Let's see. What is the UUID for the default transparent texture? Ugh. I used to have one, so let me go look for a transparent texture real quick. Give me 1 second. Woohoo! Viva la scripting library! Okay, so it says that this is the default transparent texture. So I'm going to just edit this face. And I wonder if, like, there we go. This white transparent one is gonna symbolize off. So I'm just gonna open up the content thingy, paste in this. Hopefully it's still here in Second Life. Paste, save. Okay. And then press the button. Close. Here we go. So now we put close on, take close off. Put close on, take close off. On, off. Great. And we're just going to do the same thing for our tattoos. So, like this. And the texture for that is just going to be this. So take on our tattoo, put on our tattoos, take off our tattoos. Alright, so that's that. So that's how you make the texture HUD. So now we're going to put it on the, actually wear it. So I'm going to grab this right here because this is our default skin. And this is going to be our HUD. It's not pretty, but it serves its purpose. So I'm just going to link them all together. I'm going to stretch and then scale them down a wee bit. I'm going to take it into my inventory. Recent objects. I'm going to rename this Great Fairy Texture HUD and attach it to my HUD, and I'm going to put it right here on my bottom left. You can't really do scaling until it's actually on your HUD. So I'm just going to rotate this around till it looks what I wanted it to. So I think this is it. The HUD design is all up to you. I just chose this basic one. So now, when we press the button, you see, we can change the texture and very great. Yeah. I don't really know how to layer it in the right way where this is under that. I remember when I asked how, like when I looked at the mesh bodies when I was rearranging and reverse engineering them, the people had them all layered in Blender, like the texture layer. This was that. They were all combined in Blender already, so they were in the layer they wanted them to be. So you can do that if you want, but that is a little bit too much work for me. So this is the best way I know how to do it, is to, like you say, doing it this way. So that's it for that. Now about our other HUD. We are this. How do you wear this? So you can just take our alpha HUD. It has the same process. We're just going to take a copy into our inventory and we're going to rename it Great Fairy Alpha HUD, and we're going to add that in and attach it to our maybe center and just rotate it. Now, thing is, you cannot have, using this method that I showed you, you can't join the alpha HUD and the texture HUD at the same time. So you have to wear them as on separate HUD slots. And so no joining your texture HUD with this HUD together. It doesn't work. It messes up the scripting because, touch and all. So just wear them on separate HUD slots and you should be good. So we have our Great Fairy here. And when we go to alpha her out, you see she's losing her slots. I guess I should have did something big like her boobs or whatever. Then you can see the dramatic effect. So now you can alpha and you can change shapes, change colors, and yeah, that. So play around with it and master it. This is just an intro or beginners because I don't know much about scripting, and this is all a half-ass attempt on good wishes and hoping for the best so we can create alphas and mesh avatars. So if I did anything wrong during this thing, well, maybe you can correct me and we can make it better for the next version of this class in the very far future, because this took forever. Alright, so that's it for me. Hope that with this class and this whole series of lessons and stuff that's in this playlist, you will be able to create the mesh avatar of your dreams. Now, in the future, we're going to go into making bento avatars, but right now we're just focusing on the classic, and I think that should about cover everything. Make sure you check the description for all the tools and stuff you need for this. And, well, yeah, that's it. We're done. Yee! I'm so happy. Alright, I look forward to seeing some of those avatars out there. And, since I helped you with this, maybe you can send me one. Or when you make the dev kit, you'll send me one without making me fill out an application, because you know how much I hate applications. Alright, I can't stop talking. Alright. That's it. This has been a Mighty Ginkgo tutorial. My name is Zero the 10th, and I'm glad I was able to show you this. I hope it works out for you, and good luck on your projects. See ya!